this winter is going to be a rough one. I'm going to tell you right now. I spent all day with my Gale 1470 baler squalling like a stuck hog the other day. And I hadn't messed with it, so shut her down, parked it. And I got my dad's New Holland power baler right out to the property that I'm working on. I had to crawl in the chamber of that, work on it, and it would not take that short grass. It hates short grass. It started building the core, and I started balling up everything in front of it, and kick everything back out of it. 4 or 5 tries at it, couldn't do it. Gale back behind the tractor, still squalling, spraying grease, a little spray can grease up in there, white lithium grease in there. Finally got them ball rollers to quit balling. All that, what I had left on the ground, baled up 1 bale of hay. Trying to beat the rain. Still got about 10 acres in mow, but I gotta wait until after the rain. And then go mow it and everything dry out again. So this winter, I get all this baled up, which I'm not getting as much hay as I thought I was gonna get. I gotta finish the Alice's up. I finished my Sea Alice, my 1947. Put the sickle bar going, mower on it done, so I can use that. And then my dad's CA that I brought out here, so I can use that to rake with and other stuff. I can actually run square bellow behind it if we need to later. And then, I gotta replace about 12 bearings, sealed bearings. I think there's 5 or 6 rollers that are sealed bearings in that 1470 Gale. I have to tear that apart this winter and put new bearings in that sucker and get ready to rock and roll for the next season, so it doesn't come upon me and like, oh crap, got to tear it apart in 120-degree heat. So yeah. Long winter working on equipment, getting this stuff ready. And I still need to finish my loader on the 674 International. Get the lines and all that stuff put on it, and make sure the cylinders work, get the cylinders rebuilt, and get the cylinders on that, and the framing put on, bolted in, and new lines. Of course, it's going to be hydraulic PTO pump, so whenever I have to put I'll have to put some props on there and lock them in place, so when I'm not using the loader and I got the pump off, that I can actually run the hay equipment behind me and the loader's not dropping. So yeah, it's just this winter is going to take a little bit of time, but it's just going to be non-stop fixing stuff and getting stuff right and ready, so that way that we can move hay in the winter, which I can still move it anyways without the loader. I can do it with the 3-point with a little hay lift, but I'd rather use the loader. And and then come when I go to cutting hay and baling, I don't want to be out in the extreme heat trying to patch shit together, because today I was laying in a bale chamber on 2 different balers working on them, trying to figure out what was going on with either one of them. And finally I got the 1470, the Gale, going back again, and it's just gonna have, I'm just gonna have to keep greasing you're just spraying on those sealed bearings on those rollers and just keep legging it, man. Just hopefully it don't catch fire or something, but we're gonna do what we gotta do. I got a fire extinguisher handy, but gonna have to keep on trucking down that path and get this hay done. So we got hay for the winter for the cattle and everything else, and this winter time I'll be working a lot of machinery, trying to get everything back in line for the next season. And hopefully I won't fight these fights the next season. Just piddly stuff. The tie-in stuff on that baler just trips me up all the time because it's manual tie and it doesn't pull like it's supposed to, and so I have to manually feed it. And then when I do, I have to get back off the ground, back on the tractor, and bump it across. And sometimes they're real good ties. Other times it's looks like uh, looks like hell because it gets a wrapping on one end, and I can't get it go across fast enough, and then I can't get it cut, and I gotta shut the tractor down and go cut the damn line. So experiences working with old equipment. You don't want to do what you want to do sometimes. But you know what? We're learning. Every day we learn. It's like in life we learn. We learn something every day. You know what? Next year I'll be better prepared, and next year I'll have a better game plan for this. And you know what? We'll still be carrying on, and the cows will have their food for the winter. So, yeah, no big deal. And it's a pain in the butt, but and a lot of things are pain, but we're getting there. Thanks. Hope you have a good night. Bye.